The Rohingya, the Syrians, and the Jews. We've all heard of them before, all of which have suffered human rights violations. But there is one more crisis that many not know about: the Uyghurs. Who exactly are the Uyghurs and what is happening to them? The Uyghurs are an Turkic ethnic minority living in East Turkestan, a region that was occupied by the Chinese government in 1949 and renamed Xinjiang, short for Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Ever since the occupation, Uyghurs living in the area have been facing discrimination in their jobs, schools, streets, and just in general. But recently, China has strengthened its oppressive grip on the Uyghurs. Satellite images show large detention centers being built in the Dabancheng Desert since late 2015. China's government claims that they are re-education camps or vocational camps where they're taught to love the Chinese government. But in reality, they're being brainwashed. Human rights investigators reveal that there are over 1 million Uyghurs in these concentration camps. Almost every Uyghur here and in other countries has at least one relative in these camps, and they were detained for bizarre reasons like not letting Chinese government officials take their DNA or live in their homes, praying, having WhatsApp, having traveled abroad in the past, talking to someone abroad, or knowing anyone who has done these. There are more absurd excuses as to why the Chinese government detains them in these camps, but it's just to cover the fact that they were held without charge or any terms of release. Most of the detainees are Uyghurs, who are innocent. But if they aren't vocational camps or re-education camps, what are they? Because over 1 million Uyghurs are detained and being abused in these centers. People are calling them concentration camps. In the beginning, there was only one of these camps, but now there are more. Again, satellite images show the rapid growth of these camps. In these concentration camps, Uyghurs are suffering from mental and physical abuse, and they even die from the brutal treatment they receive. Men and women are put in separate camps, and families are separated from each other as well. Many Uyghurs are put into one room where they have no space to sleep, let alone have their personal space. They are interrogated about their own families, friends, and their values. Through their time in the camps, they are also forced to go extreme torture, including getting forced to be used for illegal medical experiments, electrocution, organ harvesting, being starved or force-fed pork which goes against their Muslim values, and being deprived of water as punishment, along with being trapped in solitary confinement, all for long periods of time.
All Uyghurs in the camps are also unwillingly forced to chant various terms praising the Chinese government and the rulers such as Mao Zedong and the current president Xi Jinping. But there's more to the madness. With their measly food portions and malnourished bodies, Uyghurs are enslaved to endure harsh labor. One of the only survivors who was able to escape the camps due to her Egyptian citizenship, Mihrigul Tursun, has been sharing her story with the world. In her Congress testimony, she told of her experiences and mentioned that her and many other women were forced to take an unknown drug that caused abnormal symptoms such as excessive internal bleeding, the stopping of menstruation, or sometimes even death. Mihrigul, before detained, had newly born triplets who were taken by the Chinese government as soon as Mihrigul was taken. One of the triplets, under the hands of the government, died, and only when Mihrigul was released for the first time was the death discovered. Outside the camps, Uyghurs still face injustice. Uyghur women are forced to marry Han Chinese men under the threat that their direct family will be detained or killed. They are also unable to defend themselves against sexual assault or rape under the fear of being detained for accusing a Han Chinese man of such crimes, despite sexual assault being a common occurrence within the camps. Children with both parents in the camps are also being faced with different hardships. They are being sent to dirty, unkempt orphanages and are treated like animals. Given meat only once a week, the children are kept in cages, malnourished, and trained to forget their Uyghur identity. Everyone is also impacted in terms of technology. These devices include face recognition and security cameras which are placed everywhere, such as checkpoints at gas stations, movie theaters, and other day-to-day locations. Along with all of the advanced technology abuses, Uyghurs are also impacted by not being allowed to give proper funerals to their family members who died in the camps. So much of the population is detained, it is estimated to be at least 80% of the whole Uyghur population. The once bustling streets of East Turkestan are now empty and abandoned. It's important that we as people who are living in a free country speak up for those who are not. Uyghurs are the birds stuck in a cage of oppression, and we are the key to their freedom. You have a voice. Use it.